MicheleMarieDalene, and of course it is Tuesday. It is the 13th, I think, of January. And today is, right now, it's minus 8 degrees Celsius. It's not bad. It is not overcast. It is sunny today. And in fact, today we're going to be doing some videos this afternoon, but I have to clear out some things out of my hard drive because otherwise we'd have no room for nothing. Because we got like 5 or 6 different things going on at the same time on the computer. So let me just give you a quick recap. Speaking of cap, I had a chance to talk to Copper Cap in a message on YouTube, and he let me know that, number one, that Hollywood Hillbillies had just finished taping, and obviously it's now in the editing stages to get it ready to for broadcasting on Real Network, third season. He told me that he has decided to go back on producing his own videos on YouTube, despite what people have suggested, because, like me, he enjoys doing them, and he also is having he likes having control over the media that he's doing, instead of depending on somebody else to tell him what to do, how to produce it, and things like that. That would be a great topic for the in studio. I would just tell you right now that I am very happy that my control, better known as Copper Cap, has again decided to return to YouTube videos full time. I know you're working on your career and everything, and I want to let you know that I, first of all, am very thankful that you and your family have taken time to give us a little bit of insight into their lives, and I've enjoyed everything that you've presented so far on both the Hollywood Hillbillies and, of course, some of your videos on your YouTube channel. Not that I agree with the format particularly, but you know, it's your style, and you have a right to choose what works for you. Just as I choose my format that works for me, and Lumi has her own format. Speaking of format, one of the people who called me a fat Miss Piggy may have actually kind of reminded me about one of the problems I've been having this is more for people who watch our program on Cable 13, Public Access, or Channel 191 on Charter. Several times when I was converting the video from PAL to NTSC, I was not doing either pan or scan or letterboxing. Rather, I was just letting the computer basically squash the flat, like squishing a marshmallow, which unfortunately made my face look like a marshmallow, which means my face looked big rounder, and it's not. It's kind of ovoid. It's not a circle. So the sad truth is that that resulted in all kinds of issues. And in one sense, it was easier to do it that way. In another sense, it allowed you to get all the video into the screen, so you could get edge coverage on NTSC TVs, which are only 720 by 480 versus PAL, which is 720 by 576. But the problem is that means that in order to get all those extra vertical lines in there, you have to squash them. And when you do that, it makes circles turn into ovoids or ellipses and things like that. So I'm going to be doing some testing on the Welcome to My World videos that are going to be on Cable 13 this week. I actually got the tape or DVD all set to go. What we're doing is we're taking the videos and we're letterboxing the second one, which is a video where I talk about my background, my likes and dislikes. The main one where I talk about my plans for running for selectman or select woman of Winstead, that was panned and scanned, so that we get the full screen. But obviously, the main focus is me in that video. In both videos, actually, it just turns out that it was easier to see if we could pan and scan in letterbox and try to decide which format works best for which kind of things. The MPEG Stream Clip software for the PowerPC allows me to save my custom configuration, so I can always be able to pull them up in a moment's notice, and not have to keep trying to remember how to set all the parameters. So I got a couple parameters in my settings so I can use for different kinds of video work. Now, lastly, I want to probably do a video today and talk about radicalism, especially radical Muslim and Christianity. Yes, I'm going to talk about both, and explain why it's not good. I haven't quite put all the material together yet, but I will get some together, and we will talk about those topics. And of course, the next few days, the weather is going to be cool, but it's not going to be freezing cold in the daytime. However, I must be honest with you and say that I was a little bit disappointed that the soup kitchen was not open yesterday. I was really hungry, and unfortunately there was no soup kitchen. One of the problems right now with my budget is I have to watch it because I'm almost out of money, and that's because I had to pay to get my internet up on my phone, because when the internet on my house went down, my cell phone was the only internet provider left. Then I had to go ahead and upgrade my plan back to data, which kind of financially caused a lot of consternation for me. It's kind of ironic, T-Mobile, because I'm not really into yak and talk on the phone or texting, but I do use a lot of data, and unfortunately I don't see a cell phone plan that would work out great for a person who wants to have the ability to use a lot of data and very little talk and text. I do text, but not much, so we'll have to see what we can do about that for the future and try to lower our PTE ratio again. We'll have to work on that some more. We'll need to explain also what is a PTE ratio. Now, one more thing, and this is something I'm working on. I think I got an idea. We talked about using overheads, transparencies for videos. We still want to consider that because that's the quickest, easiest, dirtiest way to show overlays. I also have found a way to craft something. Actually, it's based on a design for the blind. It's called a CCTV reader. What it is basically this camera mounted on a flatbed that allows you to usually magnify and do things like that. I got two cameras, so obviously I got the gear for it. So if I mount the camera on a flexible, movable boom over a table, I could actually then zoom in on a picture and put it onto a television screen. The problem is that twofold. Number one, the camera I have are both NTSC and we use PAL. I'm not going to go into the NTSC versus PAL thing. Please don't ask me to go through that again. I don't want to go through it again. Okay? Number two, it's still going to result in only being able to show you video in post-production instead of pre-production. So it's not like I can show it to you live on the spot. Again, this is where we're going to look into getting an overhead projector in a few months, so we can actually show the video or overhead transparencies interactively. Lastly, the sticky tapes did not yet come for the CCD filters. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little game using some mailing labels, punch some holes, and then basically just put a couple dots on a piece of paper, and then using my tweezers like that to learn to place the mailing label stickies over the dots on a piece of paper without actually covering the dots. The reason is so that I can ahead of time can get some skills dealing with the CCD sensor. Likewise, when it's done with that, we'll then start working on trying to put the sticky tapes over dots at the bottom of prescription bottles. And you're probably saying, why? Because you gotta go through the body of the camera unless you want to take my PAL camera completely apart. And let's be honest, I don't want to take it apart. They don't want to take my camera apart. That's no fun. It also turns out that maybe I don't have to, but let's just say I want to do it right this time. Okay. And yes, I know that the monochrome camera, the filter got fingerprints all over it too. but let me fix the color cameras first, and then I will fix the IR blocking filter on the monochrome camera. That's going to be a little later on. I'm not going to do it right now. That's about it for now. So I will talk to you soon. And don't forget to like or dislike, share with your friends and enemies, comment in the comment section below this video. If you got video ideas, place them in the comment section below, and we will do our best. Me and Lomi will do our best to get our videos up. You know, I haven't ever done my own vlog. You know what? What? You want one? Yeah. Okay. Well, so I'm going to do one afterwards. You're going to do it afterwards. Okay. Well, I'm going to let her go. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.